What's up guys, my name is Oscar Maldonado, as you guys may have known already if you guys watch my YouTube channel. But if you don't, well, yeah, hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, and I'm sorry that I really haven't updated you guys for a long time. I mean, the last time I updated you guys was like 2 or 3 months ago, which was when I went to go take the pulmonary function test, or maybe even longer than that, I don't know. But I'm sorry about that. Just trying to let you know that I do have a Facebook and a Google Plus that I use for my journey, for my Air Force journey. And I do update those more often than the videos because it does take a while to make a video update. So I'm sorry about that, the whole hiatus thing, I don't really know how to say it. But a lot of major stuff happened, I mean a lot. So let's start from the very beginning, which is my Air Force recruiter, Javier Perez, or my old Air Force recruiter. He's not my recruiter anymore because, for that whole time since when I finished taking the pulmonary function test, I've been trying to get in contact with him so I can give him my results and so he could send me to MEPS and so I can take the test pretty much and to see if I qualify for the Air Force because that whole asthma thing. If you guys want to know more about it, then you guys, I don't know, I probably will make a video about it, and I don't know when I'll do that, but if it's already made, the annotation should be somewhere on my head or look in the description. If it's not made, then obviously it's not going to be there. So yeah, he's not my Air Force recruiter anymore because when I finally got in contact with him, which was about a month or a month and a half later, he told me that I would be medically disqualified. Now when I did finally get in contact with him, which was about a month or a month and a half later, the whole time he was trying to dodge me. Literally, he was trying to dodge me. I would text him, I would call him, he wouldn't pick up. I went to his office once, but the door was locked. And I mean, there's a whole thing about that, like when the Air Force recruiters lock their door but they're inside, it just means they're trying to catch up on their work. I think that's what it means, I'm not sure. But that's what happened. I know he was in there, but he wasn't really answering the door, or he wasn't answering the door at all. And so yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I pretty much, I called another Air Force recruiter that is way closer to me, which is the first Air Force recruiter I was going to go to, which was Javier Perez's old office. But when I got there, he was already in the transition to move to the other office, which is way farther, which is in Sherman Oaks, the one that I went to. The Air Force recruiter that is way closer to me, which is Javier Perez's old office, is in Eagle Rock, and which is, I think that's like 30 minutes away from me. They filled it in with the new Air Force recruiter, and I tried talking with him, but he believed that I had asthma, and he thought I was trying to get in the Air Force with asthma, and I was trying to make Javier Perez, trying to sneak me in the Air Force. And that's not the case. I was trying to prove to him that I don't have that. I don't have any asthma. I don't have any medical problems with my lungs or any other medical conditions that can disqualify me from the Air Force. But Javier Perez was, I guess, really far behind in his work and pretty much just told me, I was medically disqualified. I guess that was just a way to try to back me off. And when I was talking to the other Air Force recruiter, I pretty much told him, can I speak to your supervisor? I really want to talk to him, try to clear things up, see what I can do here. Because I was talking to the Air Force website and they were all telling me that, try to get in contact with their supervisor. I'm not gonna lie, I was sort of scared to do that because I was like, holy crap, man. They're my recruiter, they have all my information, and what if I get them pissed off and be like, oh, I don't know, I've met a couple of people like that, so that's why I was sort of hesitant to do it. But eventually I was like, you know what, I really need to do this, so I called their supervisor. Well, actually I told them that I would like to speak to their supervisor, which they had the same supervisor by the way. And eventually the one in Eagle Rock, the one that's closer to me, the one Javier Perez's old office, he finally just said, you know what, give me your name and your phone number and I'll call you back in a bit. And I was like, okay. So I told him my name, Oscar Maldonado, and then I gave him my phone number. And about 30 minutes later, he didn't call me back, but the supervisor called me back. And he was really straightforward. It's like, he was really pissed. I don't even, not pissed, but I don't know. He did sound like he was angry a little bit. He sounded annoyed. There you go. He sounded annoyed. And he was like, hello, is this Oscar? And I was like, yes. He was like, so tell me the story. What's happening here? And then I told him the story, everything. He was like, okay, what I can do here is I'm going to set you up with the new Air Force recruiter. He's going to be located in Los Angeles downtown. which is right across from the Staples Center. If you guys live in California or Los Angeles, yeah, it's like right across from there. And I was like, okay, that's great. That's way closer to me than anything. And you know, there he was just like, okay, so is that okay with you? And I said, okay. So I'm gonna pass down all the information to him, and he'll give you another call, or he'll give you a call in about an hour or so. And I was like, okay. And it was sort of awkward though, but like, cause I was sort of like shocked. I was talking to the airport supervisor, and you know, he was just like, okay. And that's his way of saying bye. I don't know. He just said, okay. And then it got really quiet. And I'm assuming that's his way of saying bye. So I hung up, and cause it was an awkward silence of like 15 seconds. It was really quiet, and my phone doesn't really say when you hang up. So I just thought he hung up because I heard noises, and then it just went quiet. So I was like, oh, he hung up, and I hung up, and 5 minutes, no, not even 5 minutes, like 10 seconds later, he calls me back, and I'm like, oh crap, did I just like hang up on him? Did he put me on hold or something? Like, what happened? And I picked up, and a couple seconds later, the new Air Force recruiter, which is the one I currently have, which is awesome by the way, he's like, hi, my name is Staff Sergeant Crawford, which is his name. He's like, are you Oscar? And I said, yes. And he's like, okay, I have the supervisor on the other line, could you please hold? And I was like, yeah, okay. So, you know, I was holding pretty much, and he finally got off the line. He finally got off the phone with him, and we got ourselves acquainted. I pretty much told him the story. Well, the supervisor told him the story, and I just retold him, I guess. And then, you know, he was like, okay, well, do you have the pulmonary function test results? And I was like, yes. He's like, okay, what we can do, since you have them, what did the results say? And like, could you read me the text? And I told him. He's like, okay. And I told him, is that good? He's like, I don't really know, because I gotta send them to MEPS and see what they say. You know, it could be good. I could be telling you it's good, but then at MEPS, they can pretty much tell you that you're disqualified. He was honest, and that's what I wanted from an Air Force recruiter. So he was honest. He was just like, okay, and he pretty much told me, okay, well, I'll schedule you for an appointment to come visit me in about 3 days, which was on Saturday, because he called me on a Wednesday. So on Saturday, I was gonna go see him, and I was like, wow, dude, that's already way quicker than when I was with Javier Perez. When I called Javier Perez, which was in July, he didn't schedule me for an appointment till like almost the ending of August, and which was literally 3 weeks after. So, you know, I was like, dang, dude, that's like in 3 days. All right, fine, let's go. And then on Saturday I met him, and you know, we got ourselves acquainted. He was really cool. He's really kind. He's really honest. He's straightforward. And you know, that's pretty much what an Air Force recruiter, I believe, should be anyway. But I don't know. Anyways, he was just like, I gotta put more tape on that. So yeah, he was pretty cool. He was just telling me like, hey, what's up? What's your name? What's your hobbies? You know, he really got to know me, and that was pretty cool. I don't know if Air Force recruiters do that or if they're supposed to, but Javier Perez didn't. And you know, after all that I went through with Javier Perez, like all the freaking stress, I guess you can say, it was pretty cool, you know, to talk to him as like a friend. But obviously, I don't really know. Anyways, whatever. He was cool, and he just told me that, you know, everything was good to go. All I needed to do was re-sign those papers that Javier Perez gave me, because basically Javier Perez threw them away, and or got rid of them. I don't know. But so I had to re-sign those papers. I re-signed them. I did everything exactly the way I did it before. And yeah, so we got all that cleared out through, and it was cool because he signed me up. He's all like, hey, have you ever taken the ASVAB? And I was like, no, I've taken the practice one. You know, when you first meet your Air Force recruiter, that practice ASVAB you take, that they make you take, that's the one I took, and I got a 53 on that. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. All right, so I'll schedule you for the real ASVAB. And I was like, holy crap, the last time I took the practice ASVAB was, you know, I don't know, back in August when I first met Javier Perez for the very first time. And, you know, I didn't really study. I didn't really know that I was going to take the real ASVAB that day. Or not that day, but I mean that following week. I was like, holy crap, because he told me that he was going to schedule me for Tuesday. And we met each other on Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, And Tuesday, which is basically just 3 days away, he signed me up to take the ASVAB. And I was sort of in shock. I was like, holy crap, seriously? I'm going to take the ASVAB right, like, pretty this soon? You know, because Javier Perez pretty much didn't want me to take the ASVAB. Or I'm not sure he didn't want me to, but he didn't have time to, you know, sign me up for it. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what he did. He signed me up for the ASVAB on a Tuesday. And, you know, I was like, holy crap, dude, I got to study. I studied for those 3 days, but obviously it wasn't enough. It's like a horrible story here. This is where my story starts going a little, you know, downside, but not to the point where it's gonna disqualify me. All right, I'm still good to go as of right now. I do have a good chance of joining the Air Force. I'm sorry if the angle keeps moving. My phone is literally taped to the wall, and the tape keeps coming off. And hold on. Let me put more tape on this motherfucker. Alright, you're good to go. Alright guys, so like I said, you know, I had to go take that ASVAB on Tuesday, and obviously I knew I wasn't prepared, but I didn't know really how to tell my recruiter, like how to tell him, like, is there any way you can reschedule me? Because I didn't really know if, you know, I told him that I wasn't ready for the ASVAB, he would be like, oh, okay, well now you have to wait like a month so I can schedule you. I just didn't want that to happen, because I was just like, okay man, I'm just gonna do it. I got a 53 on the practice ASVAB, how bad can I get, right? So I go to MEPS, which by the way, it's way farther. It's in El Segundo, California. It's like right next to the Air Force Base, or pretty close to an Air Force Base. It's not in the Air Force Base, it's pretty close to it though. And damn, that's freaking far for me. I had to take 3 trains. Well, I had to take a bus and 3 trains. And in total, it took me about 2.5 hours to get there, and I almost got jumped, man, on the way back. But I'll tell you guys all that later. Anyways, guys, he told me to get there like around 1, but he told me if I could get there at least 30 minutes early, which is like around 12:30, because he likes his applicants to arrive there early to look more professional. That's what I'm assuming. He didn't really say why, but I'm assuming that's the reason. And you know, so since I had no idea where the heck it's at, I went even earlier. I woke up like around 6 and I just took off from there. I was like, where the hell is this place? And eventually I found it, but I got there like around 10:05. And so I had to wait like 2 hours or so. And my mom came with me because she wanted to, I don't know, you know how moms are. And so she wanted to come with me, and she came in with me, but you know, she wasn't allowed in just because she doesn't have a California ID. She has a Mexico ID. I'll explain that later, or I don't know if I'll explain that. But anyways, she doesn't have a California ID, and you need a California ID to get into MEPS. And since she didn't have one, she couldn't go in with me. So I felt bad that she had to wait outside. And the test didn't start till 1. So basically, I was waiting inside MEPS from like 10:30 to 1. And I felt bad because my mom was outside. Well, not outside because she couldn't stay outside, just loitering. Loitering, however you say it. So she had to go just walk around the place. But so I felt bad. I don't know. I wanted to just leave and like just walk with her until the test started, but I couldn't leave. When you get into MEPS, or yeah, when you go into MEPS, holy crap, dude, it's a lot of waiting. But I don't know. I'm a very patient guy, so I didn't really care. I mean, you gotta wait to leave. I mean, when you want to leave MEPS, you gotta wait in a line to sign out. If you don't sign out, you can't leave MEPS. But again, like I said, I'm a patient guy. I didn't really care about the waiting because I've heard a bunch of stories. Like everybody's like, oh my God, this dreadful wait. You know, you gotta wait like an hour. You gotta wait all this. It wasn't really that bad. I liked it, and it was just me. I was by myself, so I didn't really talk to anybody because obviously I didn't know anybody. So yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really that bad, but I guess that's just me. But anyways, that's pretty much what happened at MEPS. Oh, sorry, that's not what happened. I didn't even explain it. So I went to MEPS. I went inside, went through this metal detector, and it took a while because my jacket and my shirt had like metal in it, and the metal detector kept, you know, detecting it. So the guy was like, "Are you sure you're not strapped?" But no, I wasn't. He finally found out it had something to do with my shirt, so he was just like, "Okay, go inside." And finally, I went in, and like after about 30 minutes, I have hassled through the damn metal detector. I went in, had to sign in. And when I signed in, you know, there's this desk looking thing, and When you go in, she's just like, okay, well, you go to your, I think it's called concierge. What the hell do they call it? I don't know what she called it, but she just basically told me go to the Air Force office, which is right down the hall. Just literally walk down the hall. And I was like, okay. So I went in there, and when I went in there, holy crap, they're not friendly. That guy was like, literally, he sounded pissed. Like he was grinding his teeth. He was like, get the sticker on the wall and put it on your damn. Well, he didn't say damn, but he said put it on your chest, but on your left side. And so that's what I did. I put it on there. And he said, disable any electronics you have. Do not, if you're here for the ASVAB, turn off your cell phone, put it on top of the desk, because if you take your cell phone up there, you automatically fail the test, and you can't retake it until 6 months from now. So I was like, holy crap. So I turned off my phone, put it up there, and I had to wait in the waiting room from 10 to 1 just watching a movie. I don't know, they had this like TV there, and you can just watch movies, whatever movie they put on there. I don't even know what I was watching, but that's what that's what was there. Let's see, there was also an arcade there, like next door. And you know how back in the days, the machines used to cost a quarter for each, no matter what game it was like a quarter. And now this like $1.25. It's like $3 to play Dance Dance Revolution or something when you go to the arcade. Anyways, they had that there, but I had no money, so I couldn't play it. But everything there was a quarter, so I was like, cool. And so yeah, once I did that, I went to go take the ASVAB. It's like this small room, but I took the computer version, and holy crap, dude, it threw me off the wall. Like, it was nothing like the practice test. And the practice test, I felt confident. I was like, I got this, man, because all I did on the practice test was math and English. It wasn't arithmetic reasoning, which is word problems. It was just straight out like algebra and math. I mean, algebra and English. That's all the practice test was, so that's why I got a 53. And, you know, so when I went to go take the real freaking ASVAB, I knew it's going to have electronics, and I knew it was going to have some kind of science stuff in there. But they told me that it wasn't important, or I mean, it depends what kind of job you were getting. And since I was going for a computer job, which is in the electrical part, I knew the electrical part was going to be very important for me, but not so much the science part. They told me that it doesn't really affect your score. Hell no, they were lying to me, man. They lied. Well, I don't know. Anyways, it does count, okay? Do really good, even in the science part, even if that's not going to be your job of choice. It has nothing to do with science. Like, study, dude. Study for science, study everything, because if, like, each point you get there is good. Like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. Just study. And the higher you get, the more jobs are available to you. I wish I knew that before I went to MAPS. So, since I failed it the first time, I got a really low score. I got a 38. I feel like an idiot. Which I probably am. Anyways, I have to retake it. I took it about a month and a week ago. And from what they told me is that you can fail it once, and then you can retake it the next month. You have to wait a month, and then you can retake it. And if you fail it again, then you have to wait 6 months. So I was like, holy crap, this is gonna be the last time I can take it for another 6 months. So that's why I haven't really called my Air Force recruiter, because I want to study like crazy, make sure I'm so ready that I can pretty much be a teacher. I don't know. I'm really like scared, because if I fail this part, yeah, dude, it's gonna. But anyways, guys, so that's what's happening right now. I keep saying I'm alive. I'm sorry. But yeah, also I gotta also get the last part of my medical crap right now. But it's pretty much there. I mean, I just gotta go pick it up. I went last time, but they were freaking closed, and then the lady kept giving me a hassle. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what's been happening. I know it's like a big old update. It's probably like 20 minutes. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll try to cut it down, but I have no idea how well that's gonna go. Anyways, so yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. My name is Oscar Maldonado, as you obviously know, and this has been a channel update. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you, I don't know, just give it a thumbs up. It really motivates me to do more, because I don't know, it shows that you like the video. So yeah, and if you wanna be part of this journey, then please subscribe. And again, I do have a Facebook and a Google Plus that I do use to update you guys way more often. And so they're going to be in the description, or you guys can just click here. And yeah. Oh, also, I'll give you guys an opportunity. I know many of you guys probably don't even watch it to the end of this video. But if you guys did, write in the comment section a question about me that you would like to know, or you can also just post them in the Facebook and I'll answer them in the next video. So I don't know, sort of like a Q&A kind of thing. Damn, I'm pretty sure like you can only see like up here, huh? Because the phone, like, I don't know. Anyways, guys, see ya.